Hello, everybody. Welcome to Pod and Long. I am your host, Ryan. It's great to have you with us. You are currently looking live on a man who, again, has to deal with Cole Beasley. It's Megastar Mark.
Hope you all are ready
damn
for
it.
opinions because he's back, baby.
He's
You know,
back.
I'll tell you what. We're gonna get there. I really want to whine about that dickhead.
Cole, he's an idiot.
He's beyond an idiot.
Yeah. Oh, he's real dumb. Yeah. Hey, Cole's
Hey,
back. Fantastic. I
back.
get to hear more about Hollow Earth, and as I texted
Oh,
you
it's
guys,
Hollow Earth.
Hollow
That's
Earth.
a new one.
Hollow
I love that.
Hollow
Actually,
Earth.
Not just flat,
Actually,
Hollow Earth.
Kyrie, it's not flat.
yeah,
It's so round that there's another Earth inside.
that's exactly what he talks about, and how there's people inside.
DoubleEarth.com. It's coming
right.
this summer.
Yeah. And also, I want to point out about Cole here. Like I was texting you guys earlier, I guess the QAnon moderating on his message board doesn't pay because he's back with the Bills.
Yeah, he needs a check. Oh, God. He's also here. He's here to say, let Tannehill cook, baby. It's
Yeah, let him
Killer Greg 17.
Just two
Derrick
rotten
Henry,
eggs at the bottom
he
of a
doesn't
bowl.
do enough.
He
Let
just
Tannehill cook.
in front of a microwave, popping in aluminum foil.
Yeah.
He even screws that up.
Yeah,
He put the metal in there. Not the metal, Tannehill. Not the metal.
higher. Got it. 5.
Maybe yes, the
10
metal.
minutes.
Go
Yeah.
for it, Tanny. Get on in there. Get your whole body in there. Give it a go.
I like a sitcom where you're trying to force him to get insured at every
Right.
turn.
There's probably
Your-
candy in there. I don't see it.
Your roommates, and you and Tannehill are roommates. And you just try the entire 30 minutes as you're trying to get him killed.
With a microwave. I think that's the best part.
Yeah. Oh, I dropped something in that light socket. Could you get it out with this fork for me?
Yeah, right.
There's a penny in there.
Yeah.
Could you crawl in
Oh.
that washing machine real
Yeah,
quick?
you're gonna
Just
need it
try
for
to
your
close this
medical
up.
bill soon.
Yeah.
To close this up.
The best way to test this microwave is in the bathtub.
All right. It's week 14. We got our categories. We got our sad boy boat. We got our broadcasting moments. Greg's bets. Fucking Christ, I can never say that. Greg's bets. Football foobar. Game
Woo!
balls. This is never the first category, but I'm gonna start here because there's so many of them. Ow! And in week 14. Chargers beat the Dolphins.
Oh man, our boy, the
Mike McDaniels.
shine is
Chargers are
coming
looking
off that
good, though.
man.
What happened in this game? What happened here?
Well,
Why? How do you get beat by
all
this hapless Chargers team?
to defend the
No.
Dolphins, Tyreek was hurt. Once again, horrible human, but he was obviously very talented. I don't
Yeah.
care what they say about that ankle injury. If you're a receiver and you're fast twitch, as in Tyreek is the fastest twitch receiver in the NFL, I don't care if it's even if it's 80%, you're still not the player you were. That sucks. And that he was noticeably slower in the second half. So I think that was a big part.
Let's talk about this, though. The Dolphins scored 17 points in this game, 7 of which was that goofball fumble that Tyreek Hill picked up and scored on, which was amazing.
Yep. Yep.
But a complete fluke. So they really only scored 10 points against a Chargers team that had 5 defensive starters out with
Yeah.
injury.
Right.
They could not get anything done against the Chargers. What happened here?
I mean, West Coast trip, maybe. I don't know. I still think the Dolphins are very, very good. I don't know.
For context, I think Tua is a fine quarterback. I do not think he is a great quarterback. So sometimes people just have bad days,
Yeah.
and the great quarterbacks can play through them. And the pretty good quarterbacks, they might feel the West Coast trip. They might feel the additional pressure. They might feel that their best wide receiver is half a step too slow and not be able to compensate for it. Pat Mahomes doesn't give a fuck.
Right.
Tua kind of has to.
Right.
Yeah.
Yep.
He's good. Probably a top 10, but that's more a statement on the shit quarterbacks in this league than how good he is.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, still not elite. He's not Joe Flacco out there.
No.
Joe Flacco, 0 for 1, lost fumble.
Yeah. Right.
Um,
I did it, guys.
Yay! I did it.
I did a thing.
know
High
what's-
five.
You know what's so funny? I mean, obviously you have no fucking clue what goes through anyone's head. But Joe Flacco Super Bowl winner, elite quarterback,
Elite.
very he had a
Elite.
fine career, a good
Yeah.
career.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah.
An elite career.
Mike White goes out. He's like, fucking yes. All right, look, it's fucking Flacco time.
It's Flacco time.
Now's the time. He's getting himself hyped up. He's got the M&M on his ears. The earbuds are popping. Fucking Joe Flacco time. He goes out there, immediately shits the bed. How do you look your teammates in the face? How do you go home and hug and kiss your wife? And
How many broken ribs do you have, Mike White? 7,
Yeah.
8. All right, get back out there, buddy.
like, all right, have any
Suck
of
it
them
up and get
punctured
back out
anything
there.
yet?
Yeah.
No. Here you go.
Yeah. Right.
We're not even on that game yet. I'm sorry, but
We're not even on that game. This was a perfect recipe for a Dolphins win.
Mm-hmm.
First
Yeah.
of all, because they're the goddamn Chargers and they fuck
Mhm.
everything up. They step on rakes, as we've said. They threw it 51 times.
Amazing.
That's a recipe for disaster in Chargerville.
Yep.
They also went for it on fourth down several times in stupid areas and stupid moments. In a close game on the 1 yard line, they went for it before the half. They could have kicked it
Mm-hmm.
and they went for it, but they got the touchdown. Like,
Yep.
like it was tailor made for the Dolphins to win. They didn't do it. All right.
did the Dolphins stay on the West Coast?
No, they went back.
Hmm.
Yeah, they went
Sounds
back.
like a mistake, right?
Yeah, I mean, I think that is I always talk about how much that fucks with you, and let alone to do it back-to-back weeks. It's just tough. I think there's a lot stacked against the Dolphins, and not that it gets any easier, but I think this game in particular was kind of. You're right. Like they should have won it, but at the same time, I do feel like they were just worn out. Like you could just see it. Like early in the game too, they couldn't get anything going, and I think they were just like, not our night.
It happens.
It happens.
The Cowboys also in what?
The hell?
Cowboys were favored by 17 points. I think this is going to come back around
Yeah.
because somebody made a bet on these Cowboys plus 17. And
Mark, you stupid
idiot, Mark. Why would you do that? Everybody thought the Cowboys would fuck up the Texans. The Texans they've won one game.
Right. Against
They're
the Jaguars.
Well, the Texans, they put it to the Cowboys.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They went after the Cowboys. Got me thinking.
Go ahead.
Texans always play the Cowboys tough. Like even
Oh,
like
yeah.
their first ever win, I think, was against the Cowboys.
It was. And that's what I was going to say. Is this just because it was the Cowboys?
Yes,
Like
I
if you
think.
put this team, actually, we're going to find out because next week they play the Chiefs, which is just as much of a juggernaut as the Cowboys are. So
Yeah.
we're going to see if they play the Chiefs tough. Maybe there's something there. Odds are they'll
Okay.
get demolished. But
Yeah. They summoned all that inner strength.
yes.
It's over now. There's no
yeah,
more
it's
strength
over.
left.
It's done for. Also, I mean, Dak Prescott, he's something else.
Mm-hmm.
He's thrown eight interceptions since he's returned.
Yep.
He's good, but I think he gets in his own head sometimes. And quite simply, he's a great quarterback, but I think he somehow thinks he's better than he actually is.
Yeah.
Which is a weird place to be. It's weird to be great at something, but still, it's like the Russell Westbrook phenomenon.
Yeah. Right.
It's
Yeah, right.
like, for a time, no one was better than Russ, but at the same time, the last person you ever wanted the ball to have the ball with 2 seconds left was Russell Westbrook.
That's such a good comparison. That's dead on, Greg.
Yeah. So like, he's great. I just don't want him to have the ball when it matters.
There is.
And they fell behind. The Cowboys have been playing with this huge lead all season, and fucking Dak Prescott gets to go out there and whip it around and do it. But when he had to come back, it was too much.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the Cowboys, we're making it sound like the Cowboys lost, but they did win.
Yeah. I got to imagine as a fan, though, that's got to be terrible. Maybe this is a wake-up call, though, to the Cowboys. Maybe this is the moment where they were like, all right, we can't overlook anybody. So that's what you hope for if you're a Cowboys fan, that this is the game that kind of sharpens you up a little bit before the playoffs, because this could have been disastrous.
I also know what it's like to not waste energy preparing for something you think is going to stink.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like there have been lots of things where I'm like, hey, we have this thing coming up this weekend. We haven't made any money at it previously. Let's just not spend that much time. Let's not put that much effort into it. Like just day before, get ready and call, like New York Comic Con, we get ready for weeks in advance. For Albany Comic Con, it's like, oh shit, that's tomorrow.
Whoops.
I mean, I'm inclined to believe that happens in every profession.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, the Texans are coming to town. Everybody gets Tuesday off this week.
Did you hear what Mike McCarthy said?
I can't imagine.
Said,
what's football?
Yeah.
How do I use these timeouts? I keep hitting the button and nothing happens.
What is this red flag for? What are you doing with
What's this do?
Blow your
I
nose in
dropped
it?
it.
Wipes his
hanky?
mouth.
Oh, shit.
He said, Cowboys have two opponents this week. One of them's the Texans, and the other one is the Mirror.
Oh my
Oof.
God.
Get fucked. Who does that ever work for?
Yeah, right. Seriously. His own team, I don't think, listens to him. Like,
If somebody said that to me, I would just
oh my God.
stand up, silently leave.
Casual, just
Oh,
get
okay.
fucked.
I don't have to listen to you anymore.
Yeah,
The
right.
Casual get fucked that you just
Got
dropped
it.
there.
Yeah.
Oh God. Oh, Cowboys avoid disaster, but Texans, man. Turns out Kyle Allen's not good at
Getting
quarterback.
hot.
Oh my
Davis
God.
Mills is better.
How
We
about
knew
that?
Doing it. They're doing
Yeah.
Full tank.
my reliever idea.
I feel like, honestly, though, if they can just,
They're
if
the
they're gonna
Texans.
lose,
The bullpen works for them.
if
They
they
played-
lose one more game, I think they get the number one overall pick. I'm
Yeah,
pretty
right.
sure
They're
it's
pretty
one
much
game at
locked
this
in.
point.
Bryce Young is going there.
Right. So if they get that one, like, might as well try those last two games, right? Like, might as well. I mean, you already got the number one pick. Go ahead, actually give an effort now. See what happens.
How much massage therapy investigations are going on right now
Oh,
by the Texans? How much creep investigations are going on by
Yeah, to
They've
Bryce
got
Young.
12 private investigators
Yeah,
following him around all day?
They're not even being subtle. They're all in like weird,
Yeah.
like trench coats from the 20s.
We
Just
can't do
following
this
them.
again.
Yeah.
All right. What? The Lions? Put the boots to the Vikings. Put
Yeah.
the boots to them.
We all saw this coming though. Like the Vikings were the luckiest fucking team this entire season. We knew it was going to catch up to them. I didn't think it was going to be against the Lions, but man, they decimated the Vikings.
Vikings are not good.
No,
I guess I'm
We've
not
been saying
surprised.
Yeah.
Right. I'm not surprised the Vikings lost to the Lions. I'm more surprised at how much of a beatdown it was.
Yeah.
Like it was not close.
Where is the? Hold on.
It is crazy though, because Kirk Cousins threw for almost
34-23.
500 yards. Justin Jefferson at 212, something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
but
it just wasn't enough.
but it was like typical Cousins. Like we were already losing by a lot. Now I can throw for all this yardage.
All right. So get this. I saw this stat and I had to look it up again. So point differential, like how many points you scored versus how many points that have been scored against you, right? That's a very good marker to decide who's a good team and who's not. Right? Okay. So here are the top 5 teams in the NFL based on record, which is Eagles, Bills, Cowboys, Chiefs, Vikings. All have 10 wins or higher. Okay. Eagles plus 138 for their net points. Bills plus 132. Cowboys plus 131. Chiefs plus 86. Vikings -1. That is the definition of a lucky ass team. They should not be 10-3.
It's a great,
It should be closer to even. You
it's
know?
a great Greg bet coming up in the playoffs where he bets against the Vikings. It's
Yeah.
coming,
Oh my God.
coming.
Probably coming. Yeah,
Kirk Cousins
definitely coming.
better hope that first game is a 1:00 Sunday, because if it's not, he's losing that game.
I'm
He
looking
better
at
hope.
the I pulled up the previous Detroit Lions Vikings game.
Yeah.
With less than a minute left in the game, the Lions had a 93% chance of winning that game too.
Wow.
And
Yeah.
then they just lost it at the end. I forget what happened, but they lost it by 4 points. The Vikings just came back. So, I mean, Detroit's looking good. Vikings
Yeah.
are shit.
Vikings are shit.
Name a Viking defensive player.
The
Patrick
old-
Peterson.
I was gonna say
Is he still
Harrison
there?
Smith, I think.
or now he's recently there, right?
Patrick Peterson,
Patrick Peterson.
Smith. The other,
Yeah.
yeah, Smith is.
Although
there.
both of those guys are old.
They're getting cooked.
Yeah.
They're about to be cooked.
Getting cooked. I
They're
love
about to be
that phrase.
cooked. Tannehill's cooking.
He's
No,
coming
he's
to town.
Yeah.
Oh boy, he's on
Tannehill.
fire. Greg said
Coming
him
to
on-
town. Giving out
Tannehill.
gifts of deep bombs to Derrick Henry.
Incomplete. You get a bag of incompletions this year,
Yeah,
kid.
right. Fantastic.
Where are those?
Thanks.
Oh, I
Thanks,
wrapped this
Tannehill.
fumble for you.
Yeah.
I filled your stocking with I hold it too long sacks
Yeah.
this year.
What a piece of shit.
All right. This is a weird one. Why Chiefs win, but the Broncos put up a fight. What happened
Yeah.
here?
So I was actually more impressed with the Texans doing this because the Texans are just abysmal. The Broncos do have a good defense. Give them that. They do play defense very well. But they were putting up points against the
They
Chiefs.
were putting up some points.
Yeah. Russell was going for that bathroom thing.
Yeah, he took it to heart.
Mhm.
He
Ciara had a contract over that week, and he was like, "Oh shit, I'm never gonna be able to compete."
Our
if we
guy on
had one."
TikTok.
Yeah.
We're gonna get to him again in a minute, but
Mhm.
let's get to him now. He gave the update. So Russell Wilson paced his house for 6 hours so he could locate all bathrooms and intimidate them before the game. And there's more to come on bathrooms, guy.
Yeah.
Oh wow! All
So
right,
like
More
how
to come.
what is the number now? Like what is
He's
this
still
happening?
one
only
off,
has-
I think.
He
One
still only
off.
has 11.
Wow.
Best game of the
bathroom-
year, and he's still
Bet-
one short.
Bathroom guy said, he goes, Russell Wilson threw 4 touchdown passes, 3 for his team and 1 for the other team.
Yeah, that's right. The pick six.
Oh boy. Yeah, this was close. Too bad
Yeah.
Wilson got
Yeah.
annihilated. And,
Oh my God.
Looked like he was on another planet.
Yeah. He was dazed. I think obviously he shouldn't be playing this upcoming week, but still.
He landed on the ground.
Yeah.
His helmet was chunked into grass, like the grass was clumped into his helmet, and they zoomed into this dude's
They
face.
zoomed right into his eyes.
I
Like,
know.
he's on to
Zoomed
his
right
soul.
into his dead
They were
eyes.
gone. He was gone.
He
had a
gone.
dual look.
He gone. He
Man,
was 1,000 yards.
His back
there.
must have really been hurting him. So
He was
Oh
having
my
a real life conversation with Jesus Christ in that
No.
moment.
yeah,
Oh
right.
my God.
Why have you done this to me? You
Yeah.
deserve it.
Yeah.
You need more high knees.
You're kind of
walks
a
away.
dick with my name.
More high knees on planes.
Yeah.
Oh, God,
He
I
sounds
forgot
so
about that.
fucking obnoxious.
Yeah.
Sounds like
Why?
literally everybody I went to school with.
Why do these broadcasts do this? Where like clearly the
know.
dude goes down and he's out,
I have
Yeah.
problems with this.
and they
I do
like
too.
fucking linger on.
I don't
his dead
want-
eyes. Like,
I
what if
don't-
he's actually dead?
I understand it's like that rubbernecking type thing that human beings do where
And
you want to
that's
see the car
part-
crash.
It's probably part of the reason we like watching football. To be
No,
honest,
show
like,
it once. I was uncomfortable watching it.
Right.
Like,
It
I didn't-
was
Show it
uncomfortable.
once.
Yeah.
Maybe so we understand what went on.
Zoomed
Right.
Don't like show it
in.
over and over again. I don't
The
need
one-
to see every single person's knee snap
Yeah.
over
The one
and
that
over and
got
over
me
again.
earlier in the year with Tua with the hands. They showed
Yeah,
that how many
right.
times, and that
Right,
was
it's
horrible
gross.
every single time.
Horrifying.
Yeah.
Don't do that.
Maybe Tua was possessed.
Also, isn't it better for like the NFL's marketing that you don't do that?
Yeah,
Right.
Like,
Stop
don't
showing
zoom in
how
on-
violent your
stop-
sport is. You're
Yeah.
already the NFL is already having trouble getting kids into their sport right now.
Sure.
Parents are not letting their kids play football. It's
Right.
like an aggressive rate. It's like a 30% drop or something. You need to
Yeah.
stop showing Mike White get his abdomen blasted into New Jersey
Yeah.
over and over and over
They
again.
that was on the NFL official Twitter account. They posted
Right.
that. I mean, what
Yeah.
the hell?
And
are
I
you
don't know,
doing?
maybe it's not. You know, like UFC is the most popular sport on the entire fucking planet. Like maybe Americans just want to watch people's bodies get obliterated, but
I don't
like
know, man.
I sure don't.
Yeah. That
I
like
don't
said,
mind
it's-
like a big hit, but I don't want to see a guy concussed. Like, don't
Right.
zoom in on him.
I have a major problem with head. I have a major problem with any of these injuries, but head trauma in particular, where he's clearly not there, and
Don't show it.
Keep watching it over and over again. Him being spaced, and then he had that golf ball on his head. You know, like that
Mhm.
big old.
Yeah, there's no way he's playing this next week.
No, he should.
There's no way.
But I mean, Tua played the following
Look,
week
if
after.
the Lord wills it, he'll do it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, whatever the Lord says.
Yeah.
Well, the Lord did not look smiling upon the Broncos because they lost to the Chiefs.
Mhm.
Good. Fuck him.
Also, the Lord. What are you doing, Lord? What are you doing? Oh, wow, the Jaguars.
Yeah.
They finally look like a real team,
Mhm.
and they kicked the living crap out of the Titans, but in the weirdest way, because Derrick Henry was literally killing them
Yep.
alone
He
in the
was
first half. He
by
was
himself. Yep.
annihilating them.
Yep.
And he fumbles one time. He had over 100 yards rushing in the first half.
Mhm.
In the second half, he had 2 yards rushing. What the hell happened here?
Put it in Tannehill's hands. He'll lead us back.
Let Tannehill cook.
Listen, we all know Derrick Henry's good, but hear me out.
Okay. Coach Vrabel.
What if we let this guy throw it a bunch?
Oh my God. 119 yards and a touchdown in the first half.
That's amazing.
2 yards in the second.
What was his carries in the second?
It
Does it
has
say-
He
to
only
does it
had
say?
17 carries the whole
He
game.
only had
So
17.
yeah, okay. So it must have been abysmally low.
It must
There's
have
this-
been low.
There's this thing in the NFL, and I'm not smart enough to know whether it's right or not. But like you see this happen over and over and over again where a team has a good run game and they fall behind. And I understand that you need to
And
score
they just-
points
yeah.
quickly and the run game eats it up.
Right.
But also, you literally have one talented fucking player on your team. He has more touchdowns than I think your quarterback, who gets a chance to throw it to 5 different people. And they just
including that
abandon it.
guy.
It was 33-14 in the third quarter.
Yeah.
So it was a bit of a beatdown, but if that's your
you
offense,
can't give it
why
up.
not like methodically march it down and try to
Derrick
get
Henry
back
has
in the
scored
game.
one less touchdown than
Mhm.
Ryan Tannehill has thrown all year.
Oh my God. So we haven't really talked about this. Vrabel? I mean, do we think he's on the hot seat?
I think Vrabel's shit.
Yeah.
I mean, I think everyone's shit.
I thought you
That's
liked
not true.
Is it because of the Patriots stigma?
It doesn't help.
Okay.
It doesn't help. See,
Oh, I hate him because of that.
I people are gonna lambaste me for this. I think.
Okay.
I also kind of think Bill Belichick is shit.
Oh,
He is.
this year he
think
is.
He's
he-
500 without
I
Brady.
think he found a way to win with the talent he had. Like, do I
Mhm.
think Danny Amendola is the greatest? Not Danny Amendola, Wes Welker, or was it Danny
Hmm.
Amendola?
They're
had
the
'em
same lacrosse playing
They had 'em
white guy.
both.
Yeah.
Do I think Wes Welker is the greatest wide receiver on the planet? We know for a fact he's not. He went to Miami and shit everywhere.
Mhm.
Having Tom Brady, a decisive quarterback, be able to make quick 4-yard slant route passes
Mm.
for 20 years has made Bill Belichick look like a fucking genius.
Yeah.
But now he's running those same plays with Mac Jones, and he looks like an asshole.
Which is amazing.
Yeah.
Everybody he sends out of his little camp sucks
Oh yeah.
and then comes crawling back to him.
Mm-hmm.
Vrabel's probably the best of his like future subordinates, but
Mm.
he still has never made great coaching decisions, in my opinion. And like, he's a decent defensive coach, but our defense has never been great. He's a shit offensive coach. Our offense has been dog shit. We've been lucky. We've had a generational talent at running back for nearly a decade now between Henry and Johnson. And that's it.
Yeah.
So like, whatever we're doing, it's obviously not working, and it's not built for the playoffs. That's not how football works anymore. Pounding the rock is not how football works anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe it is how football works now.
I feel like
though. Maybe it's
feel like
coming back around.
I feel like Vrabel is eyeing the New England job and just waiting for Belichick to hang it up.
How would
Yeah.
you
Like-
want that job now?
Yes, he would 100% want that job.
I
He
mean,
would
just
take
for
that,
only for
it-
legacy, not for
Yes,
players.
but he would
player-
100% take it.
players aren't good.
So
Sorry, New England.
I think you could be correct. Pounding the rock might have
it might be
still
coming
able to
back.
be
It might be coming
successful
back, but yeah,
somewhere.
eventually you got to throw it.
But if you're going to do that, you have to have an insane defense.
Right.
Easily top 10.
Right.
Yeah.
If your entire offense is going to be a running back, which it is, your defense has to be able to hold them to less than 24 points
Mm-hmm.
Is this-
every
are,
week.
are we entering like a Barry Sanders situation here with King Henry? Like
Yeah.
where it's just like they get there, but they can't do anything because there's nobody else there.
Yeah.
Mhm.
and they're just wasting this fucking guy.
Right. And he's
prime.
27 now, which means I don't know how much longer his contract is. I'm guessing 1-2 years more,
Probably.
which means 29. He's going to
Yeah.
go to Arizona and he's going to put up,
Oh, that's so accurate.
he's going to do 900 yards,
Yep.
600
Yep.
yards, wind up with the Cowboys,
Yep.
300 yards as a backup, out of the league.
Yeah. Yep.
Oh boy,
He'll sell some jerseys along the way, though. Arizona loves that.
people are going to be
Yeah.
fired up about it.
Oh, I
Alright.
also just realized that might be the exact trajectory that Chris Johnson went on.
Yeah.
That was not intentional.
I thought
Yeah,
you were
it
actually
kinda
going to have, like once again, different team, but like Emmitt Smith had a very similar trajectory, just never
Same
went
thing with
back
Emmitt.
to the
Yeah.
Cowboys. But
Hold on,
All
I'm gonna
right.
find
Moving
it.
on in categories.
Oh, I forgot Chris Johnson went to the Jets.
oh yeah,
Yeah.
he actually
did.
was he wasn't bad though 1 year, was he? Or maybe he was. I can't.
No,
Well,
I think
Damian
he
was okay.
fine. I think
Yeah.
he had like 1,100 yards.
Yeah.
Okay. Moving on to the ballad of the 2022 Carolina Panthers.
Just keep fucking with you, Ryan. They just keep fucking with you.
This is the first time this has happened. There's two games in this category because Baker Mayfield was cut. I was very excited. Good. Get him out of here. He goes and wins. The Rams win. They beat the Raiders. Here's how I watch this game. Let me set the scene. I'm watching the game. I'm playing PS5.
Okay.
Playing the Madden Panthers.
Oh, you're
trying
nice.
to get not depressed. Playing the
Mhm.
Madden Panthers. We pick up our quarterback, rebuilding the team. Very exciting. I'm like half paying attention to this game. And I keep hearing Kirk Herbstreit go, Baker Mayfield. This Baker Mayfield. He's really out there. Really out there. Oh, this guy. Here's the guy who just came in 2 days ago. Learn the playbook. Oh, boy. And I'm like, okay, what is he doing? Pause the game, walk over to the screen, the other screen, and go, they got 3 fucking points. How good is he? How good has he been? They got 3 points. Go back, play more Madden Panthers, get more excited about my future. That's not going to happen. Then I hear, oh boy. Think about this story. 2 weeks ago or 2 days ago, he was in the Panthers. Now he's going to create a 98-yard drive. Wouldn't it be amazing if he scores? So what does he do? He goes down and scores.
Mate, yeah.
What the fuck? Why is this guy good now?
I absolutely love it. I want
What?
just nothing but chaos in the NFL, and he is chaos personified. So I love it. I think he's a great fit for the Rams. Honestly, I think that's a good spot
Agreed.
for
Is
him.
it just Sean
Agreed.
McVay like sprinkled his fairy dust on top of his head and that was enough?
Sean McVay's not shit as specifically in correlation with quarterbacks.
Oh, of course. Yeah.
He made Goff look like a superstar. He made Matt Stafford look like a superstar. And Stafford's good. I'm not saying he wasn't.
They won the Super Bowl.
But now Stafford's dead out there. You can only shock his arm into throwing it so many times. Baker Mayfield, not total dog shit. I know he
No.
played bad in Carolina, but he was under Matt Rule for a while, and
It was so
You know,
bad though. He was so bad.
he was bad, but so was everything there. I
Mhm.
mean, everything. They've traded away their best 2.5 players, and they've
They
gotten
got
better.
Yeah. Yeah. Right.
Just so weird.
So, like, something was going on. It's not always the players. Like, they had talent, it appears,
Mhm.
because they shed it all, and now they're all looking great. I think Baker Mayfield's a good quarterback. I want to see him
Oh.
succeed. I was excited when he went to Carolina. I thought he was going to be successful there.
Me too.
I did too, but obviously from watching those games, boy, he was not successful. But he looked like a different guy.
Yeah.
He looked like a totally different guy. He
There
was
was-
running around, pumping his fists. He did not get any passes batted at the line, as far as I know. Like he was actually moving, scrambling, and stuff. I'm like, where was this? Where was this first part of the year? Why was he not doing this stuff? What
There's just
happened?
energy with him too, which is maybe it was because like this might have been his last chance, and he needed an opportunity to to really showcase his talent because he did look different. He looked like he was commanding. He looked like his teammates didn't hate him. That was a good start too. You know,
I mean,
so
from all reports, the Panthers team did not hate him.
Yeah.
Like he had cleaned up his act a little bit. Browns, different story, but it was like a different guy. He
Yeah.
he couldn't He couldn't create a field goal in a 3-yard drive on Carolina, but he does a fucking Joe Montana 98-yard fucking scoring. I mean, is this saying Baker Mayfield is actually okay? Or does it say the Raiders are complete shit?
Yeah, I would say this is the emotion of the game, I think, really helped Baker. We got to see more. Obviously, if he does it again next week, obviously, all bets are off. But I think he'll maybe get like 1 or 2 more wins out of the next 4, and then that'll be it. But he'll make an interesting discussion what to do with him going into this next season.
Now
do you keep him? Right, because this is it. He's on a 1-year deal. It's after this, it's done. So do you re-sign him? Do you let him go somewhere else? It's interesting.
Yes, it depends on what's going on with Stafford.
Oh, he's done.
Oh, Stafford's done.
Yeah, he can't. It's over.
Send him.
Listen, he won a Super Bowl. Who cares? Like, leave,
Send
man.
him
You're
somewhere
good.
stupid.
Yeah.
Who deserves Matt Stafford next year? Cleveland, right? They're going to be looking for a quarterback.
Oh boy. Anyway, Battle of Carolina Panthers Part 2. We go and travel to
Carolina
Seattle.
Panthers.
We travel to Seattle, the actual Carolina Panthers. We travel to Seattle. I'm like, perfect. We never beat Seattle. We always get clobbered by them, especially away. I actually fucking hate Seattle because of the 2005 NFC Championship game where they put the boots to the Panthers getting back to the Super Bowl.
It's funny how all my grudges against NFC teams are teams that allowed the Patriots to win something.
Yeah.
So Seattle's on there for also because of Pete Carroll. But the fact that happened, I hate the Falcons irrationally because they blew that lead. So.
Yeah, hated him anyway, but I hate him even more for that. Yeah, so I thought this is a definite loss. Seattle looks good. They're playing well.
Yeah.
Got a decent defense.
Yep.
Nope. Panthers go in and dominate. Win.
Take that, Pete Carroll, you bitch.
Actually, the defense played really well, like they have most of the year. So they shut down Geno. Yeah. But
what a weird sentence.
3, yeah. They shut down Geno Smith.
I mean, honestly, at the beginning of the season, could you imagine hearing that in like week 15 or 14? They'd be like, oh yeah, I shut down Geno.
This is a game this team should have lost, and they should have remained at 4 or 5 in the draft. No, they win, they move up, they control their own destiny to make the playoffs.
Right. It's amazing.
They move from 5 to 9, which means that those 4 spots are all QB needy teams. See a good quarterback. Sam Darnold's coming back.
Hey, Sam played good.
What choice do you have?
All I can think about too is I read that somewhere, like I think it's like if the Falcons win, and I think the Panthers have to lose. There's a possibility we could have a 4-way tie in the NFC South going into the end of this week, which is hysterical.
That'd be amazing.
And it'd be a 4-way tie with a losing record.
It's insane. Why? What is happening? Anyway, we're not getting a good quarterback. We're going to have Sam Darnold. Steve Wilkes is going to get the job. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, he definitely deserves.
He deserves the credit for doing this. But has there ever been a team? I think we've asked this. Has there ever been a team that fired their head coach and in the same season hosted a playoff game?
Yeah, hosted's weird. Obviously, last year the Raiders did it, but they weren't hosting.
Hosted a playoff game. That is insane. That might happen.
Yeah.
All right, out of Iowa, moving into playoff wins. Your Bills, Mark.
Yep.
They put it down on the Jets. They beat the crap out of them. Literally.
Poor Mike.
Killed Mike White. Twice.
Kid is tough as fuck, though. Holy shit.
He's crazy.
He is beloved in New York right now.
I got a lot of respect for him, too. Coming in after those hits. The rib one. Oh, God, like they say he's going to play this week. I'm like, they got to be shooting him up with cortisone or something just to keep him.
Yeah, because kind of like pads probably.
Right. I'm amazing in break ribs after that hit. But yeah, I mean, Jets played super tough, and that defense is so good. This
is a massive win for the Bills, though. Big.
It helps them to
lock in that division.
Right. They're up by because the Miami lost. They're up by 2 games now.
Yeah.
And they have a huge game against Miami this week. So that'll be a big test for them. But it was a good win.
Very good win. The Bengals continue to look better every week, and they beat the Browns. Bengals are
the Browns
slowly,
are shit. Browns are shit.
Yeah.
Is it weird that the Browns were more competitive without Deshaun? Like they were more competitive.
Yeah. Substantially more.
They played a more balanced attack, and
Yeah.
they
I
look
think
terrible.
people are excited to play with him.
No,
Do they
no.
care?
Why would you?
You know, once again, we're talking about Deshaun Watson like he just came off like an MVP season. Dude has played in what, 2 years now? Because he didn't play for the COVID year,
Right. He
He
held
hasn't played-
out.
he held out,
the
and then
entire
last year-
COVID year.
right? He had a voluntary absence, involuntary, I guess. And then this year he didn't play because of the suspension. Like, dude hasn't played in forever. He's just, and even when he did play, his team went what, like 6 wins
Yeah.
Weren't they 4-12?
or
the
4 and
year-
12?
The last
right?
time
They
he
weren't
played.
good.
I mean, he
Wow,
was not.
Deshaun
he didn't-
Watson's been in the league so much longer than I thought he was.
Right. Right. He's just getting older, and he spent almost 3 years not playing.
Yeah. I don't
He
know.
does have good stats, though, Mark.
Well, when he before, yeah,
In the
yeah,
before times.
Yeah, in the before times. But I mean,
Not
he
now.
is-
This
he
week
was
was
a good
ugly.
fucking quarterback. with
Yeah.
No fucking
That's why
talent around him.
Cleveland paid him lots and lots of money.
yeah.
You know, it's guaranteed, right?
I hadn't heard.
Fully.
If I was Deshaun
Fully.
Watson, I would walk in and say that every single day.
Every time they're watching the clips, they're going
Yeah.
over like film review, and he's just throwing it into the stands.
Guaranteed.
Yeah. Can't get rid of me.
Yeah. Can't afford OBJ with this contract, everyone.
Ooh. He's not coming back here. Don't worry about that. All
He
right.
ain't coming
going-
nowhere, is he? Right?
No, I think
Dallas
he's-
said never mind on that.
They said no.
and Buffalo Beasley'd him. So
yeah.
Yeah, they got Beasley, so they're good.
Wowzers. That might actually mean something in certain
The
circles.
Rams got rid of their lockers. He's
Yeah,
not going
right.
back there. All right.
Talk
Uh,
about a play backfiring if this doesn't work it.
yeah,
If
right.
he's
I
like,
mean,
I'm a mercenary for hire, baby. I'm going to come in and I'm going to put someone over the top. And then nobody wants him.
the weird thing is too. Remember, he did that interview on the podcast where he's like, "I'm just going to come in for the playoffs. I don't see any reason to play in the regular
I'm
season."
going to get ready for 4 weeks and then play in the playoffs.
Cold? You're going to get ready cold? You don't know. You don't even know this
Right, we-
quarterback or
We
whoever
already
you're working with.
proved this year that no preseason fucks you.
Yeah, right.
Sure.
Yeah.
All right. This is the MASH category. Eagles mash the fucking Giants.
You're just mashing it under the table. You're just
They're
mashing.
mashing it. However you want to, whatever analogy you want to put in there.
I like that.
We should give
48
ourselves some credit. When the Giants were 6 and 1,
22.
Yes.
we said, we were like, this isn't happening. This
We
is
were all
bad. The
unanimous.
Giants are not good.
Yeah.
Now look at them.
It's a fun story, but man, it was not going to last.
They've gone 4 and 1 since then with a tie somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, they tie the Commanders. Giants fans are just sometimes just so delusional.
Yeah.
And it just made me laugh. Like, you are not even on the fucking level of the Eagles. You play the NFC. The Eagles don't belong in the NFC.
Yeah.
Oh,
Dayball's just like once again in his rowboat right
Just-
behind the sad boy bus, just purple in the face with rage.
just headbutting a brick wall over and over again. That's the play sheet. It's just a little brick wall that he just
Right.
He strikes
It's
me as the
harder-
type who would tool around in a jet ski with a slightly too old woman.
Yes. Yeah.
yeah.
Like,
A little bit too
you know,
old.
he's like 44, you know, bald, just got that jet ski.
Yeah.
Brings out this new girl who thinks smoking hot. He met her at a bar last night,
Yes. Right.
but she's like
She's
56.
57.
Late. The skin can be best
still
be
wearing
described.
the bikini.
yeah.
Yeah. Skin can
cigarette
be described as
dangling out of her
leathery.
mouth.
She
Yeah.
smokes. She's
Yeah.
a smoker.
He's perfect.
Yeah.
He is just perfect for the New York Giants.
Every time I see him like screaming at a ref, I just feel like his heart arteries are looking at each other and be like, "Now?" You're like,
Yeah.
"Nah." Give
He
us
can be a
that.
perfectly nice person. I don't know
Right.
literally anything about his personality,
But he yells a
Uh,
lot.
but
He does yell a
looking
lot.
at him
Yeah.
coach,
Yeah.
definitely owns a jet ski.
He doesn't
Hey,
have a
Cheryl, I got a jet ski. You want to take it out tonight?
yeah.
Saturday,
Going
I'm
to
going
McGraw.
up to the lake.
Going to McDuffie's at 4. Have a few
Yeah.
beers and
No.
then jet skiing.
Two. It's two. It's not
That's
four.
where he met
it's
her.
two.
He met her at
Yeah.
McDuffie's.
He met her at
The
McDuffie's.
fake bar.
McDuffie's, right.
They just met up. Just
The
filled with
bar.
56-year-old mills.
I like that bar by the lake.
A bar by the lake. Oh man. Where they just play Jukebox Hero over and
Yeah.
over and over again. It's the only
Occasionally-
song.
Occasionally play some rounds of golden tea.
Radar.
Oh,
love.
that's there.
Radar Love's definitely his song.
Oh yeah. All right. Other mash category. 49ers mash the Bucks. This is a case of
Oh
red
yeah.
zone,
inject this into my veins.
Fuels
Yeah.
me.
Oh God.
Cat
Or
Cat was watching
how-
watching that game with me,
Yeah.
and it's 35-0, and she leans over to me and says, "You know, Tom Brady might get sued over that crypto thing, right?"
and then you immediately were
Yes.
like, "Whoa."
and then
let's do it, baby.
I high-fived her, and then I high-fived the dogs.
yeah.
I
then-
find the dog.
And then Greg finished. It was just that good of a moment.
Palms touched.
Oh, it was awesome.
God.
Oh, that is incredible.
I love that Brock Purdy was one when Tom Brady came in the league.
Yeah.
That is real
They
funny.
said he
to
was
me.
5 days old when Tom Brady threw his last pass for Michigan.
Oh my God.
5 days old.
I love it. I
Man.
love watching Brady rethink all of his life choices this year. And I love the cameras catching every second of it. I adore it.
Yes. It was. What was the score when he threw the touchdown that got called back? Was it 21-0? Like it was still a game, is my
Yeah.
point. It was still kind of a game. He threw this long pass to Mike Evans. I stepped away, came back. It's like, okay, they're getting back in it. Next time it cuts, it's 35. If they're scoring and it's 35-0. And I'm like, what happened? Why is it going backwards? I love this. What's going on?
Just phenomenal. By the
We're
way, the
still-
Niners look fucking great.
We're
So-
still almost on track for my Bills Niners Super Bowl. That
Yeah,
was my
right.
prediction. I still
Right.
have a chance.
Okay. All right. You're still in it. I had Niners on my NFC side. Chargers on the other side.
Chargers are looking good. We didn't actually
Right.
talk about the Chargers games. I got on a tangent. Chargers are coming on.
Yeah,
Like,
they're getting hot
I
when
don't
they
know
need to
much
get hot.
about their defense, but their offense is finally healthy and it looks
Yeah.
great.
Okay.
I forgot who I said. I had Bills, somebody in the Super Bowl, and I can't remember. Eagles might have been. Maybe it was the Eagles.
Might have been
Might have been the
Eagles.
Eagles.
Yeah. So
That's-
all of us are still in it.
You're I would say you're probably more
You might be in the best shape.
Yeah.
Anyway, 49ers kicked the crap out of the Bucks. I was laughing when it was 35-0 and Brady went back to pass at one point. I go, wouldn't it be fucking hilarious if he just threw a pick right now? That'd be so funny. And he throws one.
Yeah.
And I start laughing. And then next time he comes on, I go, wouldn't it be funny if he threw a pick right now? And he hits his hand on the
Yep.
helmet and throws a pick. Oh my god, this is great. Why didn't I
Uh,
have this superpower before?
Just
Freaking
amazing.
Make him
Just,
throw interceptions.
that 20 years of misery. It's just so much fun to watch him like this.
I love it. You know what? I was very upset in March when he came back. But
Oh,
thank
yeah.
you so much, Tom.
Worth it.
Thank you
I'm
so
enjoying
much.
it now.
It was worth it.
right.
Thank you. I
Right.
wanted to see this.
Absolutely.
Oh my god.
I'd be happy with just his meltdown on the field this year. But we got a lot more than
We
just
got
the on the field stuff.
So much melting.
This is a dream
Right.
come true.
It absolutely is. It's
a
great.
Dream. Karma's a bitch, Brady.
Yeah.
Karma is a bitch. All right. QB injuries, last category. Ravens beat Steelers with no name quarterback versus Mitch Trubisky.
Oh, poor
Poor Mitch. You know, I was Mr. Trubisky looks a lot like Tony Romo.
He kind of
see?
does. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, he kind of does.
Also, he
Not
is just
like
the
playing,
king of
but-
sad boys.
Oh my
Mitch
god. Yes.
Trubisky.
Is he on the sad boy boat?
Yes.
Yeah, so here's the thing. He should be on the sad boy boat regardless because he performed pretty
Just
poorly.
because his name is Mitch.
But he literally looks like he's about to cry
Yeah,
all the
right.
time.
Yep.
He has a literal sad boy face.
All right. I think he's in. We only need to put 3 people on the sad boy
Did I,
boat
ever,
now.
did I ever tell you when he went to back to, because he was the Bills backup last year, and then he went to I forgot either they were when they were playing the Steelers, right? He came to the locker room with his baby because him and his wife just had their first kid
Okay.
after when he left the Bills and when he started with the Steelers. So he brought the kid over so he can introduce them to, show the thing. And he gives it to Josh Allen, and Josh Allen's like holding the baby, but it's like that when you never held the baby before, like that type of situation,
Yeah.
right? So he's
Yeah.
just kind of like holding it like hold a cat, just like holding it like
Get it away from me.
right. And all I can think about is in my mind, like, I don't want him to see him do this, but I wonder how far he can throw that baby.
Farther than Mitch.
Right.
They're the Mitch.
This game was weird. The Ravens won. The only thing I want to really say, well, I'll say more in a minute, but The one play that just made me laugh was Mitch goes, he'd already thrown 2 picks. He goes back to pass, throws a bomb, overshoots whoever it is, catches a Raven in stride, making it look like he throws a touchdown to the Ravens. And my son, who is 6, is watching this with me and he goes, "What just happened, Dad?" He threw a touchdown to the other team. And I go,
Yeah.
"Yes, that was an interception. It just looked really bad because Mitch is really bad." It's like, oh, okay. I still don't understand.
Holy shit!
I don't think
the
the
Ravens-
Steelers understand.
The Ravens threw it a combined 17 times.
That's
Yeah.
it.
The whole
Combined.
game.
Listen, props to the Ravens, because at the end of the year, no one's going to remember how they got this win. They're just going to
It's a
remember that they
win.
won it. So, like, without Lamar Jackson, you pulled off a win out of your ass. Good for you.
You
That's-
pulled one out of your butt.
Yeah, right.
Yep.
Totally fine. Good job.
I love that Deshaun Jackson's back in the league, by the way.
Yeah, and
Oh,
he
yeah,
caught
I
a
know,
long
right?
pass,
Yep.
and then he
Yeah.
immediately got into
He
a fight.
immediately
on the
got into a
sidelines.
Right.
Favorite.
As
And
is
then he
the
was
Philly
back.
way.
He was back on the Ravens. Like, no, you get back here. He's got the big
Tremendous.
trench coat. Like,
Yep.
you could be on the sad boy boat, Deshaun. He catches one pass and he's on the bench. All right, Pats beat the Cardinals. There's nothing really to say about this except for, well, I guess there's 2 things. Number one, Mac Jones yelling at the offense
That was great.
coordinators again.
Again. I
Throw
love
it
it.
deep, you fucking dicks.
Yeah. And I love how they caught it. Like they have him scream like "fuck," and then they cut to commercial like immediately. It was so timed. It was perfect.
So good.
And then they came back and like he used the naughty word before. he went to-
No, whoops. Anyway, the Pats won, but the Cardinals,
Oh,
the season of hell
Yeah.
continues. Kyler Murray, who hasn't even been good, in 3rd play of the game, blows out his knee
You
non-contact
think
injury.
Kingsbury has gone to his Joker painting and asked for guidance yet?
Do they need me to burn it down? That's fired to his desk the next morning.
The Joker painting has literally been on my mind for 7 days. The Kingsbury Joker painting. Oh,
This
can't stop thinking about it.
I was thinking about this today. The Cardinals are talented. They have talent on both sides of the ball.
Yeah.
Yep.
I know there's a lot of injuries, and I understand that. This has to. You said it last week. This has to be Kingsbury.
Yeah. Oh, it definitely is.
Any good coach is going to win with this squad.
Yep, he just sucks. He sucked in college. He sucks now. I texted you guys this. He has the look of a man who's never seen football before and has a
Yeah,
lot of
yeah.
questions. It's like, wait a minute.
11 players? Is that right?
Slow down.
11?
Right.
12?
9 like baseball.
Right.
It looks like a baseball coach.
Why can't I just keep passing? Like I throw it to another guy. Can't he keep throwing? Why not? Just I'm asking questions here. It's what I do. Why so serious?
He's one of those employees that says, "I'm new here," even though he's been here for like
Yeah,
4
right.
years.
Yeah. Right.
I'm new here, so I
My
don't
first
know.
day.
You've been here 4 years, guy.
Yeah, right.
Kingsbury. This is a mess. If you think about what this injury to Kyler means,
Yeah. Well, we didn't
It
even
is-
talk about that. Yeah.
yeah, he blows out his
plays in.
ACL, 3
Yep.
plays in, non-contact. This is a disaster
Yeah.
of epic proportions because
This
this
late
guy,
in the season.
first of all, he just got the big
Oh,
deal.
yeah.
So he signed a huge money. He's injured, which yes, he probably will come back and be okay, but that's not till 2024.
And will
Probably.
he? Like you get ACL injuries, and it
Sure.
some guys don't come back great from it. And he relies on speed and quick, sudden burst movements. Like it's one thing if your old lineman tears his ACL,
Yeah.
it sucks, but he's not like he's gonna juke anybody out of their shoes. Like Kyler
Right.
Murray has to,
That's his whole thing.
right?
And now he's got a torn ACL, which he'll probably come back and be mostly okay, but
We'll see.
he won't come back till 2024 at
Yeah.
this point. It's
Yeah.
December, which means that he won't be ready to play next year until this time,
Mhm.
maybe. And are the Cardinals with Colt McCoy or whoever they fucking chuck in there going to be a playoff contender where he can play? No.
Disaster.
is-
Just
And
an
they just
absolute disaster.
re-signed their GM and their coach.
Right.
So Kingsbury, the guy we've been shitting on, he's got like 5 more years on his contract. Which, yes, it doesn't count against the salary cap, but like still, what a waste
Just
of funds.
I mean, it's an absolute nightmare. They are so
They're
pushed
screwed.
back in terms of when they're going to actually start being competitive again.
This is also something I heard today. They're like super team of like Hopkins and Marquise Brown and Kyler and Connor and all these, the super offense that they have. How many games do you think they played all at the same time this season?
1.
3.
Wow.
3 games. That's it. Yikes. What a mess. All right, sad boy boat. Moving on to the categories. The segments. Sad boy boat. We've already got Mitch.
Yep.
Megastar Mitch for sure.
Oh, 100%.
Tom Brady.
Tom
Look at
Brady.
that guy
Tom
cry.
Brady for
Oh,
sure.
yeah.
I mean, he's just a crier.
Tom Brady
Yeah.
for sure. Brock Purdy's dad. Would
Oh,
never
was
seen
he
a
crying?
game.
I didn't see him.
Crying
Oh,
in the
yeah.
stands.
Yeah.
Sad boy, Brock
That
Purdy.
makes me,
Oh.
no, that makes me happy.
Yeah,
He's
me
too
too.
Should be
happy.
on a happy sad boat,
Right.
trailing behind.
Okay.
Yeah.
Who's also trailing behind Dable in his rowboat.
And his boat on fire.
I'd put Cliff Kingsbury on the sad boy boat.
As
Oh,
as
he's
he
gotta
should be.
be.
He's
Yep.
got to be there.
That interview they did right before halftime, he was the saddest boy. So
The saddest boy.
right.
Our guy, Mike McDaniel, sad boy.
He looked kind of sad. I don't know.
You know, I love Mike McDaniels because
Love him too.
I watched him do an interview. I think before the game, maybe. He's just a weirdo.
He's
Yeah.
so
Like,
weird.
legitimately, and I'm not trying to make a joke or whatever. I would not be surprised if he had like Asperger's or something.
Yeah, no, I know what you're talking about. Yeah,
He
yeah.
literally
Yeah,
doesn't
he's
look
got,
people in the eye
like-
when he talks
yeah.
to him. He looks out of sorts. He doesn't respond in a clear and concise way. I'm not saying he's a bad coach. Obviously, we love him.
Mhm.
We love him either way.
But he's just so atypical of what a head coach is. It makes me love him even more. He could be sad. You could put him on the sad boy boat. I
You
didn't
think
see
he
his face.
belongs?
That's the
Yeah.
thing. To me, it's a face. I
Yeah,
want to see
all right.
somebody
Right. He doesn't have that
upset on the
face.
sideline.
Right.
Deshaun, was he a sad boy?
Not really. I mean,
He got his money. He doesn't
he
care.
hides it well. Yeah,
Yeah.
right. Who does he care?
He's literally
Uh,
hiding behind that pile of money.
Yeah.
I don't know. It could just be 3. It's
Okay.
something Matt
well,
LaFleur always looks like he's crying. We didn't see him this week.
he didn't. He was
Right.
off. So he's
He was
not.
he was
Bad
crying
boy.
watching TV, realizing his
Mike
team was going
McCarthy
nowhere.
and his motivational skills. Was
McCarthy.
he sad boy? Boat?
Yeah.
Sad boy boat. Put him on.
Mike
Yeah,
McCarthy.
I like
put him
that.
on
There
as
we
the
go. There's our
All right,
fourth.
we
Yep.
got 4.
One way or
All right.
another, we're getting a Green Bay coach.
We're getting you. Time for broadcasting moments of the week. We've got a few. Brady, this is hysterical. After the game, Brady was intercepted by somebody on San Francisco who kept the ball and brought it to him after the game and said, "Will you sign this?"
I hate
And
Tom
he
Brady,
did.
but good on him.
Yeah, good
That
on
seems like
him.
the
Right.
Honestly, if I was writing Tom Brady fan fiction, that would be a moment where he would have an opportunity to blow up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So good on him for signing the ball.
Yeah. I liked Mike Florio when he made fun of this and said, usually when Brady does something bad, you don't hear from him for several weeks, like a divorce. All right. This one also fits in the broadcasting moments of the week. The bizarre Ravens Steelers game already, where there was a fumble and 2 guys grabbed it, and we got the call. Joint possession. Ravens just get it. We can't fucking figure out what to do.
Yeah.
So just the Ravens keep it.
That is kind of how it
Joint
works, though.
Yeah,
possession.
it absolutely is. Who looks like they had the ball more? So
I'm
I
not
always
sure.
appreciate when the refs
Joint possession.
just talk like normal dudes.
yeah.
I mean, giving them the business is a
Yeah,
classic
that's
one.
the best one.
best.
But sometimes a technical explanation isn't enough.
Yeah, right.
I don't fucking know.
Right.
Play it
Error.
again.
He had more arm around it. I don't know.
Yeah.
Like
How do you decide this? Joint possession. And the other one, third. I don't know if I should be mad about this or excited about this. You guys are going to have to tell me. Fox NFL pregame show, which is not great. Let's be honest. It's not great. They need some help. So what do? They do a little gimmick on the show. Will Russell Wilson throw more touchdowns than his bathrooms in his house?
boo.
And then they make the guys pick. They make the guys predict.
Boo.
That's
I don't
so
believe
fucking
they did not credit our boy.
Yeah.
get fucked.
Yeah, seriously.
They did not
that's
credit
so
our boy.
shitty.
So I'm
Some
pretty sure that they
intern-
did not credit our boy.
Yeah, some intern probably floated that, like giggling to himself that they're going to put this on the air, and they're like, "Oh, it's brilliant! It's hilarious!"
Terry will love this shit.
Yeah.
Give it 10 minutes.
Terry, we Terry and Howie.
We just slip
I'm
into
back, baby.
just slip into Vince every now and then.
Yeah, right. He's back. He's coming back.
Yes.
Oh yeah. Let's steal from a 19-year-old kid. All right. Time for Greg's bets.
Yes.
Oh,
Greg's
let's
How did it
skip
go?
this
And
week.
where's
No,
it?
you
What's
you
gonna
won at
happen?
least-
How did it go?
No, let's skip it.
Skip
Last
it.
week was real bad for me.
Okay.
Real
0 for
bad
5?
for me.
0 for 5?
No, you
No.
won one.
I won one.
Yep.
I got
Okay.
the Bills game.
Yes.
I picked the Jets, and even that was close.
It was real close.
Because,
It was a
like, they
safety
scored-
that got it.
Mm.
Yeah, they scored the field goal at the end. To
Yeah.
actually
Oh,
get
that's
it for
right.
me.
Yeah.
No, I missed out on Minnesota. I had them +2. We were talking about it
Yeah.
last week. We were like, what do they know? Well,
Mhm.
I think what they knew was that Minnesota sucks. I got the Jets. I'm lost on Kansas City -9 because that game was somehow fucking competitive.
Yeah, that was
right.
right.
Ridiculous. I lost on Dallas -17. I honestly, if
Ye-
presented that bet again, I would still take it.
So, oh my God, seriously.
Right.
Um,
They played 10 times. How many times are they beating them by
right.
17?
right. And then I lost on Tennessee +3.5. I mean, Jacksonville just took it to him.
Mm-hmm.
Trevor Lawrence
also weird.
frustrates me
Yeah, why was he so good this time?
Yeah. Right. This week.
because
We'll
I
see
have
how-
him. He's my backup quarterback in fantasy, and my number one quarterback's Josh Allen. And like every now and then, I like to play a matchup. And it's like, shit, should I play Trevor Lawrence instead of Josh Allen? And every week I don't. I play Josh Allen because
Yeah.
you go with your guy.
Mm-hmm.
But like weeks like this, Trevor Lawrence put up 18 more points than Josh Allen. And how
Yeah.
the fuck was I supposed to see that coming?
Right. You wouldn't, though. That's
You
the
wouldn't,
thing. Nobody,
right, and
nobody
I-
have any idea.
And I get that, but it's still very frustrating because I am
right.
personally attached to
Yeah.
Trevor Lawrence.
Yeah.
I always
Um,
go with the strategy of who would I rather lose? Like, how would I rather lose?
Yeah.
Would I
I'm
rather
never
lose
gonna be
Yeah.
upset.
playing Josh Allen
that I
and going
played
like,
Josh
all right, he
Allen.
didn't produce,
Yeah,
or
no.
playing Trevor Lawrence and going, fuck, why'd I do that?
Oh no.
Which one would you
Oh
rather have? Oh God,
Um,
why did I play Caleb Huntley? Oh God.
So this week, I forgot to write this one down. I wrote them all down. I forgot who Detroit was playing. Who's Detroit playing?
I'm looking it up. I got it up right now. They're playing the Jets.
I've taken Detroit. They are
It's-
+1.
It's even
Oh,
on
that's
ESPN.
an interesting one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Detroit's
Here's the thing.
+1.
I don't
If-
know. This
They
is
are
like,
hot.
Detroit
is hot.
super hot.
So hot right now.
The Jets are down to their 4th string quarterback.
Oh my God. And what they were talking about during the game, they were missing like 4 offensive tackles. Like
That's a lot of tackles.
Greg Rousseau was just walking around that one
I'm
left tackle.
genuinely counting on Zach Wilson showing.
Yeah, he might.
No, they deactivated him several weeks in a row here.
Yeah, I know,
like
but
he-
like,
Yeah, but who's else going to play? They
Right.
still have a number 1 pick on their team. Mike White was in the hospital. Is he going to
Yeah.
play? Maybe. And if he
Yeah.
does, I'm going to lose this bet. But like,
Mm.
will you though? Like, I mean, even if he
Nah,
plays, like, imagine like the ribs coming back. Like,
Detroit
one
has the
hard hit.
32nd ranked run defense.
Yeah, he's gonna
Yeah.
be good. If he
Um,
plays.
like Detroit's bad. But they just happen to be able to score 1 billion fucking points.
Mm-hmm.
The Jets defense is good. I feel like I'm talking myself into the Jets here, but
No.
I'm not. I'm riding that hot hand.
I like the
believe in
line.
Rather the
momentum.
Lions.
Detroit +1. I'm taking that.
America's
Uh,
team.
Philly, I'm taking -9 against Chicago. Philly's fucking insane. And and similar to the Josh Allen thing, if I lose this bet, who cares? Like,
Right.
fine.
Like,
but-
you would never seen it coming.
Right. But they fucking shellacked the Giants. I mean, they
Right.
just took it to them. Chicago isn't the Giants,
No.
and the Giants
No.
suck. So there you go.
And the Giants.
I think
suck.
isn't Chicago one? Like, I think there's only like 3 teams mathematically eliminated. One is the Texans. I think
Yeah.
it's Denver, and I think the other one is Chicago.
they're
I sent
3
you
and
that
10.
Awesome.
They're 3 and 10.
Russell Wilson eliminated picture.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
love
All right.
Yeah.
Eliminated.
Ryan, I'm sorry. Carolina -2.5 against Pittsburgh.
Oh,
Wow.
God,
The
we
streak
never
continues.
beat
I'm
Pittsburgh.
3-0 picking Carolina.
Baby hands is 4 touchdown passes in the season. That's it.
Darnold throws for 5 touchdowns.
No, he can't
Shreds
do
them.
that. He's gonna fumble at 95 yards and score, like flop on it and score, and that's how they're gonna win.
Carolina
Christ.
-2.5, taking it and
God.
loving it.
We're like the Vikings, but the bad version. Like, stop winning so much like this. Not cool. Reverse Vikings. Don't do it.
New England -1 over Las Vegas. Las
Yeah.
Vegas sucks.
Mm-hmm.
New England is somehow good.
They're not good. They're
Ish.
okay.
Yeah,
Good
right.
enough to beat Las Vegas.
Yes, there
Sure,
you go. Yep.
definitely.
Surprised you only
Um,
got 1 there.
Yeah. Yeah. Me too.
Does Josh McDaniels just concede and go fuck Bill Belichick after the game? Like,
Wow.
I just lose. You take it.
Final one. This actually surprises me a little bit. I'm taking the Rams +7 against Green Bay.
Oh, that's an interesting one.
Wow.
You're riding the Baker train.
Baker.
I like Baker.
Yeah.
I think Green Bay stinks. I've bet against them all
Maybe-
fucking year, and I don't think I've lost yet.
Yeah.
Maybe his problem is he only needs to be in the facility for 2 days. Any longer amount of time, he gets worse. as
He's
it goes.
Katzenmoyer. He's just the more time he gets, the
I
worse
actually
he
don't
gets.
know if this is in Green Bay or not. If it's in Green Bay, this is probably a bad bet.
Let me say. That's a Monday night game.
Ugh.
And it's in Green Bay.
Uh-oh.
Monday night in Green Bay.
No, you're going. I like it. Ballsy. You're going for it.
That's a bad bet. If you're smart and listening to this,
Don't do that.
take Green Bay.
Anyway, any other bets? We got them
No,
all?
that's it.
I
That's
like
all
it.
is.
I really.
Football
I like.
Fubar.
I like the Patriots one. I think that's my favorite one. I like that.
Yeah.
One. Yeah.
Probably
I
good.
think
one.
that's good. Bill Belichick is not going
No.
to lose to Josh McDaniels.
No,
No.
absolutely not.
That's why
I
I
might
said he's
even
going to
put a
give
tenner
up.
on this one.
Yeah.
All right. Football Fubar time.
Yeah. Absolutely. So
Who's
I said this
making it?
off. I said this off the air that we have a good group of like misfits and malcontents and kind of general idiots so far in football Fubar.
Yeah.
But we're gonna take a little sharp right. We're gonna go a little darker on this one, but only at the end. Okay. There's still plenty of
Mm.
goofy shit that this guy did. So listen, it's nitty gritty time, right? We're getting close to the playoffs, right? Every game, every single week, that's going to be a war. And in a war, gentlemen, you need fucking soldiers. And that's
Mm.
why this week's induction is Kellen Winslow.
Winslow.
Jr.
Fucking soldier, baby.
Soldier. Okay. So Kellen Winslow Jr., obviously the son of Kellen Winslow Sr.
Who is like beloved.
So Kellen Winslow Sr. played tight end from 1979 through 1987 when tight end was not a sexy position. Like that was
He got his ass kicked.
Yeah, he was doing the dirty work. It was more blocking than actually receiving back then. So, but even then, he made 4 all-pro teams. He made 5 Pro Bowls. He was on the 1980s all when they assembled like the all-star team of the 80s for the NFL. He was the tight end on it. He was on the 75th anniversary team. He was on the 100th anniversary team as a tight end. He also was very heavily involved with philanthropy, fundraising in the city. Everybody loved Kellen Winslow Sr. He was just
Beloved.
absolutely, and still to this day does a lot of stuff for the area of San Diego, and obviously not LA anymore, but that's where he cut his teeth. So everyone loves him. Chargers fans love him. So it's amazing when you think that there's always that saying like the apple doesn't fall far from the tree. This apple fell on another planet because he is nothing like his dad. So other than physically, okay, and that's let's start there. So physically, he's a freak. Kellen Winslow Jr. Absolutely a freak. Went with the University of Miami. Was on the 2001 national championship team with that fellow football Fubar members Najee Dump Truck Davenport and Briar Patch McKinney. Both were on that team. So
he didn't get his own yet, but
no, he was
he was the
associated.
best part of that one.
He was the best part of that. So amazing how many of that that one team.
They're gonna be,
produced
that
quite a
whole
bit.
team is going to be inducted in the
Seriously,
Fubar.
at the end of this. Backed up notable racist Jeremy Shockey until Shockey went to the NFL. Took over the starting job in 2002, 2003, I think, and just flourished. He was an amazing college football prospect. But there was always like these rumors about him, right? Great on the field. His own college teammates said you have to tread lightly with Kellen Winslow. You have to give him Kellen time because you can't like present anything negative to him or criticize him in any way, or he'd flip out at you in the locker room. That was like a well-known thing with him. Most notably, after beating the University of Tennessee, went on a screaming, rambling diatribe in a post-game interview where he claimed he was a fucking soldier and Tennessee was the victims of his, I guess, gunfight. I don't know what the hell he was thinking on that one.
What
Plus,
was he even talking about?
this is 2003. The Iraq War is going on, and not the greatest time to make that analogy, right?
He did not know that war was
Oh,
happening.
zero idea. Absolutely.
He did not know. There's
Zero
no way.
idea. So he's projected to be a top pick because, like I said, physically talented, just an idiot. So he goes number 6 overall to, of course, the Cleveland Browns because the Browns got a Brown. Goes to the Browns. By the way, they picked him over Ben Roethlisberger, which would definitely not bite them in the ass for the next 2 decades.
Oh boy, from their own state,
Right? Exactly, from their own state when they had Tim Couch, and they said like, you know what?
don't need him.
Nah, Kellen Winslow, he'll turn things around. And Kellen came in before the CBA, so he had to negotiate his contract, and he hired
got
the
one of those-
Potsdam brothers.
Oh
Okay.
boy.
Who were known as very difficult to work with. Okay. They got good deals, but they were very, notoriously difficult. The Potsdam brothers eventually, by the way, got suspended from ever practicing being agents because they would secretly sneak in clauses before it went to legal, before it went to print. So they would sneak in like, oh yeah, my client gets like $1 million on March 3rd. And they wouldn't tell anybody about it. And then the guy would be like, hey, it says March 3rd, I get a thing. And they're like, well, it's not on the copy that we got from your Potsdam people. It's like, well, it's here. They eventually got caught and they got fired, and they did it like 9 times with 9 different people.
I mean, that's
Wow.
smart, right?
it is, I guess. They did get caught. So
It's better to beg forgiveness than ask permission. That's what
That's
I've
true.
always said.
that's very true. So they had to negotiate with the Browns. They kept walking out of negotiations with Kellen, which was very funny. It would be like the Browns would be like, all right, we want to do, I don't know, like a 5-year deal. And like, that's outrageous. That's absolutely outrageous. We're leaving. And they would leave for like 4 days. And then they'd reconvene. And then like 10 minutes in of the next meeting, they just leave again. Real fun. The Browns just cave in because it's the Browns in 2004. So what are you going to do? They cave. They give him everything he wants. So he plays, second game in, out for the season. Okay, tears his ACL. Okay. In the offseason, the Browns criticize him for not like kind of sticking to his rehab and doing kind of outrageous things and things that could put his rehab in danger. He says, no, I'm doing everything fine. A week later, gets into a motorcycle accident, tears his other ACL, out for another year. So he has only played 2 games in 2 years. He's Deshaun Watsoning and just without the rapes. Yet.
Allegedly.
Sans
Yet. So
Yet. Oh no.
he does eventually get back, and he says publicly that even a 90% Kellen Winslow is better than every other tight end in the league. So considered to be one of the most unlikable players during this stretch. When he finally did make the field, though, he did make the Pro Bowl in 2007. He had decent numbers, but he was considered to be one of the absolute worst teammates you could possibly get. The Browns finally got sick of him. They traded him to the Seahawks, who then traded him, who released him. Then he went to the Patriots, who then released him, and then finally kind of floundered his way at the end of his career with the Jets for 1 year in the offseason. Once again, nobody wanted him on their team. People were just sick of his shit. So nobody wanted him, and he just faded away. But here's the thing. If you think that floundering with the Jets in 2013 was a bad moment, that was actually his high water mark, because since 2013, he has been arrested several times. And I will read to you now, in no particular order, what he's been arrested for since 2013.
Oh boy.
Drug possession of bath salts, first degree burglary of a mobile home, kidnapping, rape, battery of the elderly, indecent exposure, second degree assault, lewd conduct in public where he was jerking off in a Walmart parking lot.
Oh my God.
Wow.
Rape again, sexual battery on a 53-year-old hitchhiker. Rape a third time. So, needless to say,
How do you get all that? How do you have all the time for that much crime?
well, he's gonna
There's
have
only
lots
so
of
many
time.
days in a week.
That's a lot of crime right there. Oh, too many rapes this week.
I don't have time to do my laundry, let alone batter
can't
an old
take a
lady at
piss
Walmart
without-
while jerking off.
What are you doing, Kellen?
Yeah. Out of all those were obviously a lot of those were horrible, but like the jerking in the Walmart, like in a
What?
van in a Walmart parking lot, that's
Robbery of mobile home. What are
more
you
robbery
doing?
of the mobile home. That was a good one. So
I like how bath salts was first.
yes. Yep.
And then everything kind of.
Yep. It was a roller coaster ride, wasn't it?
That's Salt's fault.
Not a surprise. He's in jail till 2048.
Oh,
Without the possibility of parole. So huge waste of talent, even a bigger waste
Wow.
of humanity. In the football FUBAR museum here, even Jack Del Rio is embarrassed that
Jack Del Rio didn't commit any crimes. He just celebrated
he
them.
just was happy that they happened.
He was excited about it.
So there you go, Kellen Winslow, in whatever jail you're in right now.
Oh man, that guy was an absolute monster too.
Yeah.
Like you knew it was going to be great, and he just wasn't.
Right. Just
It's his own fault.
couldn't get his head. And like I said, like it's so weird because his dad was such a good human, and then he was just the exact opposite in every way.
Yikes! Wow, that took a turn. That took a turn. I didn't even know half of that stuff. I think I remember the bath salts thing, but
So when I started doing that one, I basically brought it in because of the whole "I'm a fucking soldier" thing. That's what made me laugh. I'm like, oh yeah, Kellen was an idiot.
He was funny.
And then I remember him. I started even mention it during the segment, but he also got staph infection in the middle of that ACL tear as well. So and complained about the Browns like having dirty weight benches or something. It was like that's what I remembered. And then I saw what he did after he retired. I'm like, oh no,
oh
no, oh no.
no.
Well, there you go.
Wow.
Next
Football
week we're going to
FUBAR.
do a Christmas themed football FUBAR.
Okay. Next
Yes.
week we get the Christmas. Time for game balls. Got a game ball, Greg?
Oh.
Are you giving
Yeah,
a
I
game
got
ball too?
I hope I don't steal one.
Okay.
First one, that totally fucked up pass that Pat Mahomes completed
yeah.
for a touchdown,
Amazing.
where he both wasn't looking and threw it underhand while being tackled.
Mm-hmm.
What
That was
the
awesome.
fuck?
It's like a
Ryan
Steph-
Tannehill's head should have exploded when he saw that highlight.
Like
It's like
scanners.
Steph Curry. It's like Steph Curry's warm
It
up.
is.
That's what
Yes.
it looks like.
I mean, it's oh, I can't believe it. Game ball number 2, that guy catching that ball with his legs.
Oh, that was awesome.
The Panther,
Ridiculous.
Terrace Marshall, who can't
Yeah.
catch a pass
Terrence
with his hands,
Marshall.
but he can catch with his legs, apparently.
Yes.
Love that.
Those those were two of the greatest plays I've ever seen.
Yep.
Yeah. When the red zone thing came up and it was like number 2 plays of the week, Pat Mahomes was like, get fucked. Get
Yeah.
fucked, red zone.
Mhm.
And then play 1 was a guy caught it with his knees, and I was like, oh yeah, I forgot about that. I was just
That's a good
in a
play.
depressive haze. I was like Brian Dayball, just headbutting a brick wall over and over again. All right, Mark, you got a game ball to give out?
I do. And I'm surprised it took us this long to talk about this, but we didn't even mention, I think at this point, we got to just admit the greatest quarterback to ever play the game, Brock Purdy, okay, taking it to Tom Brady. Let's give this man a game ball because he is the antithesis, there we go, to the horribleness that was Tom Brady. When Tom Brady existed, Brock Purdy came into existence, right? When he started his career, Brock Purdy just needed time to develop and end Tom Brady's career. So Brock Purdy, fantastic, my friend.
Do either of you watch OSW reviews?
Occasionally.
Yeah, I used to.
They have their boy stables.
Yeah.
I feel like ours is filling up.
Yeah.
We got
It
Heineken
is.
and
We do. We got some
McDaniels,
good ones.
Brock
Yeah.
Purdy.
Yeah.
Brock Purdy's in.
Daniel. Yeah.
Yeah. Bailey Zappi's kind of the water boy.
Haley Zappi
Yeah,
is
right.
definitely trying to get in. He's like the
Yeah.
Disco Inferno of the
Zap.
NWO. He's just trying to get in all the time.
Yeah.
Can't wait to hear Bailey
Conan,
Zappi's
always finding the
podcast in
screen,
10 years.
always finding the camera.
Oh God. All right. My game ball goes to our TikTok guy,
Yes.
Getting
Mr.
fucking
Bathrooms
robbed.
himself, getting fucking robbed.
How dare he?
Give the
My
credit.
God.
Give the
Sue.
credit,
Can you sue for
Fox.
something like that?
Yeah,
I
come
hope
on,
so.
Fox.
Sue for bathroom's sake. All right. Time for plugs. Time for plugs.
Yeah, I don't have any plugs.
Got any
No,
plugs?
but we got a good one coming up
got a
soon
good
for our
one
other
coming up.
podcast.
The TJF podcast Christmas episode
Yes.
is coming up very, very soon. We're recording on Thursday. So I don't know. It'll probably be out before Christmas, right?
Yeah, should be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
Greg-
Be out before Christmas.
I'm so anxious for Greg to watch. What is it called? Baby Talk?
Baby talk.
A forgotten TGIF classic, I guess.
Classic.
Classic.
I remember
Listen,
liking
it's your,
it when
it's
I was.
your fault. You asked me to put that
13.
in there.
Well, I wanna
put a
thank you,
new
Ryan.
show in.
Thanks for,
For
nothing.
not- No, thank you, Ryan, for not giving us a full house this Christmas.
I think we
So,
used all the full houses. I think we're out.
the biggest.
There was that secret Christmas one.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
we
we're in that
accidentally
one,
used it for
so.
something else.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Listen to TJF podcast. Do people still use Twitter? I don't know.
Yeah.
We're on Twitter. We might
I'm
move
trying
off.
not to, but it's hard. I can't. I'm too old to learn what all these other
Yeah.
I know.
options are.
It's where I get my football news, and that's a
Right.
problem for me.
Yeah. So
hate
we're
it,
on there.
but
We might
we're
move off
stuck.
of there. I don't know. We might... Just tell us where you want us to be. All right. That's it. We're out of here. Pod long
Yeah,
week
fuck Cole Beasley.
15. Cole Beasley will be in the lineup.
Oh, don't worry. He's gonna have opinions.
Yeah.
The Hollow Earth.
That's his least harmful conspiracy
Yeah.
that he believes.
The one that got most upset about today was him defending Kyrie Irving.
Yes. Oh yeah.
Of course.
You can be stupid about a lot of stuff. Like I get a bad COVID take. It's
Mhm.
wrong and I hate it and you should be better, but I get it. Like science is weird, you don't understand it. I get that. Anti-Semitism? No.
Yeah.
Total lack of
wrong.
understanding.
Just wrong.
Fuck off.
He is
Drive yourself off a cliff, Cole
Great
Beasley.
idiot. So
Okay. Well, hopefully he will get the Brady treatment.
mhm.
Oh
Just
yeah.
burn down.
Sadly, I want the Bills to succeed.
Yeah,
because I
right.
think
Why
Dave
did they do
Davis is
this?
not
Here's the
holding up
thing.
his
He
end
is
of
on the
bargain.
practice squad. He's not like he's actually on the team. So, he's not going to be
He'll get a
active for
Super Bowl.
games.
He'll get a Super Bowl ring.
Yeah,
if he-
he gets to practice with Josh Allen again. That's about
Oh
it.
God. All right.
So-
That's it. We'll see you
I
in
don't
week
get to do that.
15. Woo. Week 15. We're getting there.
We're getting there.
We're getting there, baby. The season is so long. It's like all the way into
It's
January.
too much.
Like
Yeah.
It's actually something I wanted to talk about, but
Yeah.
it is too much.
it's too long.
I mean, the fucking Packers just had their bye week.
I know.
Why?
Real weird. Right.
Why would they do that?
So late.
And they're going to
I'd
go
be
another game.
Upset.
Yep.
I heard somebody say, NFL, know your audience. Everybody's trying to make the fantasy football playoffs, and all these teams are on bye weeks.
Yep.
What are you doing?
And like I said, they're going to add another game. There will 100% be 18 games when this is all said and done, probably within the next year.
I hope not.
That's insane. All right. We're done. We're out of here. Peace out. We'll see you next week.
Goodbye.
Bye.